Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. So, what I have today is Granny with Lazy Retired Granny, and I decided to do this canvas together. So, it's a laying down drills with friends. There's a few people that are joining me. I've still got to get that list from joining us. I've still got to get that list from Lazy Retired Granny. But today I thought that I would do a quick little whip and chat. And Stardust is wanting to be really affectionate this morning. So she keeps jumping up in my lap, wanting attention. So, anyway. Oh no, you can't see her little head from the camera. But anyway, I've already completed one square on this, and I am actually on my second square. I'm starting from the bottom and going to the top, and then I'll move over. I think Granny actually started in the other corner of the canvas. But before we get started, I wanted to show y'all something that I meant to show y'all a while back. Look at these cute little gnomes. These are salt and pepper shakers. I've got two of them. My daughter actually gave these to me as a little gift, and I was going to show them a while back, and stuff happened, so I wasn't able to, but they set up here on my canvas a lot. So cute. Absolutely love those. But let's go ahead and get started with this. I do have the children here today, but so far they are all asleep. One of them in the living room and then the other two in the playroom. I've actually got two beds set up in the playroom, but I need to set up one more, so I'm probably going to move this one that's behind me in there. But I've got to move some tables out and all of that. So, who knows? I may try to do that today, see what I can do. But what color are we going to start with? I think I'm going to start with these L's, which is 32, way over here. Okay, so I've already had my coffee this morning. I finished it before I started recording. I had my cinnamon and brown sugar coffee with French vanilla creamer. So good. Absolutely love that. I managed to get like 5 or 6 boxes of it on clearance. The K-Cups were only $3.99 for an 18 pack, so I bought as many of those as I could while they were on clearance, because normally you get a box of K-Cups and it's like anywhere from $11 to $18. So I went ahead and bought as many of those as I could. I do not regret it. I bought like one box of them, realized that I liked it, and then went back and got more. But anyway, like I said, the kids are in there sleeping right now. Joshua is going to be going and helping my mother-in-law today get stuff ready for the 4th of July. So he will be leaving here in a few minutes to go do that. I had to take Josh to go and get his truck because Courtney had to go to work this morning at 5 a.m. So she normally just takes the truck, and then whenever we get up to start our day, I'll take Josh over there to get his truck so he can go ahead and take it to work. And then once Courtney gets off this afternoon, I will go and get her from work. Hopefully Joshua will be back home by that time so he can watch the kids while I do that. And hopefully I can get a little bit of door dashing done today. I do not know if that's going to happen, but once I got back, I went ahead and plugged in the car to make sure that I have plenty of miles on it. Stardust, you are just trying to be a pain this morning, aren't you? She has not left me alone all morning. It's like she wants to sit up here with me, but I scoot close to the table, and then she wants down. She tries to hop up on the canvas, and I won't let her. And you know what? I guess that, let's see if I can possibly get that. Nope. Okay. I got that zoomed in a little bit better so that y'all can see it. Did you need something, Josh? Okay, so I got that zoomed in a little bit better so that y'all can see it. Did I get all the L's done, which was 938, by the way? No, I did not. There's a few more up here at the top. I'm trying to do this. I've kind of got the silicone mat folded over, and I'm doing it to the top of this house, basically, for right now. So we'll make this our line to go across till we get to the next section that I want to do.
Finish preparing.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, I had him to take out my little trash can down here so that I would have room to put more stuff in it. It was getting kind of full. It does take me a while to fill this one up in here, but it definitely needed to be changed out because all my little plastic stuff was starting to fall in the floor, which I've got a mess down there that I'm going to have to sweep up here pretty soon. So, what is everyone have plans to do on the 4th of July? For us, basically, what we do is we go over to my mother-in-law's house. All the kids come down that aren't working, and we have a cookout. And so we have hamburgers and hot dogs. We shoot off some fireworks. I don't know how many we'll be getting this year because I really don't have the money to buy many this year. But we'll probably still end up getting a few. And then after that, we go home. Well, this year I will be going across the river to, or I will be going, it's across the river to me, to a campground that my brother actually had reserved and decided that he did not want to go this year because he reserves this campground normally 6 months in advance because you have to be able to get a spot. Because normally on the 4th of July, from there, you can see the fireworks and stuff that they set off because they set them off on the other side of the river. Well, this year they changed the location that they're doing that. So, you're not going to be able to see them from the campsite, which is fine with me. I just like camping. I love being able to get out, get away from the house, even if it's just a little ways away. Let's do 310, which is number 11, which is right here. And we all know what color that is. So I'm going to start working on this one. So tomorrow is a pretty busy day. Today may end up being a busy day. I don't know yet. But I kind of want to go see my mom later today. I'm a little worried. She's been a lot more confused lately. So I'm really hoping that she starts getting a little bit better and the medicine starts working like it's supposed to, so that they can go ahead and get that cleared up and get her kidney stone gone, which is what they think is causing all of these issues. And hopefully she'll be on the road to recovery from that. So I want to go and see her later today. I want to do some door dashing. So I'll do that once Joshua gets back from my mother-in-law's house from working there. And then we may end up going grocery shopping today instead of tomorrow, because there is so much going on tomorrow and we need to get the stuff for the 4th of July cookout, like the hamburgers and hot dogs. And I may end up going ahead and buying a couple things of the potato salad. I really like that. So I don't know. We'll get that, and then we'll get the other stuff for just our normal week. Even though we're going to be over at the campground. So, but we'll be close here in town. I'll still have to watch the grandkids. And I'm trying to get as much of a charge on my car as I can tonight and today, so that I don't have to charge it again. I may have, whenever we go to get groceries tonight, I might go ahead and do a full charge that way up there, because they have the fast charger up there, so that I can get almost a full battery while we're grocery shopping. And then won't have to worry about it for the rest of the week until probably about Friday. And then I'll have to do it all over again. Let's see. we got the 310s done. Let's do this little lowercase n, which is 26, which is 779. Okay. So I'm really excited about getting to go camping. It's one of my favorite things to do. So this canvas, I normally don't have any problems at all with Diamond Art Club other than static. I normally have quite a bit of static with the drills, but other than that, I normally don't have any issues with them. But with this one, I have came across one issue. I don't know if Granny has came across it yet, but it's the pound sign. On my canvas, you cannot even see the other two lines on it, so it just looks like two lines straight up and down. So I knew that it was, the only reason I knew it was that symbol is because that's the only one that I have with two lines like that. But you cannot read it as a pound sign. And I think this is the first time with a Diamond Art Club that I've had that issue to where I just couldn't read the symbol on the canvas. And then there's one more that's really light, but you can tell what it is, so it's okay. It's just the regular dash. I don't know if they started running out of ink on my canvas or not, or if it's in all of these canvases like that. I don't know. But that's just two of the things that I've found so far working on this canvas, because normally their drill field is great. I normally have no issues with them whatsoever. And I know there's ends up there, but I'm just doing this line right here because this is the line that I am working on and going across. And that's where I'm going to work to. And then once I'm done, I'll just flip the silicone mat back over this. And that way it'll be protected if I don't finish the square. So I was going to show you. I don't know what I did with it now. But last night they gave us a shirt at work. Every now and then they do. For safety days or whatever. And this one is a really bright orange shirt, which it would actually fit what I'm wearing today because my leggings are more of a Halloween leggings and they've got some orange in it, so I probably could have wore it today. But anyway, okay, so I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the orange shirt. Anyway, Josh, I know this is crazy, but we work in the same office doing the same job. He comes in early because he wants to. His start time normally isn't till an hour later than I start, but he normally goes in early anyway. And once I'm done with everything that I have to do, I will normally go ahead and leave. I offer to stay for him all the time, but he would rather get some extra hours. And I understand that. We have bills to pay. But once I'm done with all my stuff, then it's just there's nothing really to do, and it just drives me crazy. So he'll stay and he'll wait on back calls to come in, wait on the last of the trucks to come in from the dock and all that, and I'll go on home. Well, he's always joking around with me about you don't want to turn into a pumpkin if you're here past midnight. And whenever, oops, spilled some of those. And I'm not sure I want to spill very many of these drills because I had so much static issue. I don't know how many I lost. But anyway. Okay. So he is always joking around with me. You don't want to turn into a pumpkin if you're here past midnight. Okay. And Joshua just left to go over to my mother-in-law's house to help her out. Let's see. Is that all of the lowercase n's? I don't know. Nope, that one's above that line, so we will wait on that one. Okay, we got all of those done. So he was like, that is the perfect shirt for you. So whenever you have to stay past midnight, you can turn into a pumpkin. So I don't know, I may end up wearing that shirt next week. Just for the heck of it. Because I don't know what I'm going to wear a bright orange shirt for. In a way, it might. Anytime we have to walk out on the yard, if we go out there to wake up a driver or something that won't get up, come and get their paperwork and stuff, we have to wear a vest. Well, with that shirt, I don't think there's any need for a vest. Let's see. What color do we want to do now? How about C? Which that is 35 and 3371. I know that this is a very dark brown. I don't know the exact color of it, but I could look it up, but I don't have one of those sheets like Granny has. I can go to my Gems Flow app and type the color in there and it'll tell me what color it is. But okay. And this little deer down at the bottom here doesn't look the best, but I knew going into this canvas that this is a very busy canvas. So we might have some pixelization of the animals and maybe the people and stuff. It's a very busy canvas for this small of a canvas, but I think it's still going to look pretty good. Let's see. I was looking at Diamond Art Club's website the other day, and they've started doing something called mini dazzlers, I think is what they're called, but they're basically like the paint gem ones. And I've thought about getting some of those, but they've also got something like that on Temu. So I am wanting to try to get a couple of the ones from Temu. I want to get one of the paint gem sets. I was gonna buy one a while back and just never did. And then I would like to get one of those sets and kind of compare them. See which ones I like the best. And I want to try to get one of Diamond Art Club's new toolkits. I think that that would be so neat because they've got that twist up pin. And I would really like to try it out. And plus, I'd like to try out their putty. I'm always trying out different types of wax and all that, which is funny because in the end, normally I always end up going back to just the regular wax. And some of them are good, some of them aren't. Like this little square of wax that I have right here has actually been really good wax. As you can see, I'm halfway done with it. And I've been using that one for 2 or 3 weeks. So even though you have to redo the wax quite a bit, they that little bit of wax lasts a long time. But then I don't know why it is, but I always end up losing it before I'm done with the whole thing. So this one I'm trying to hold on to because it's actually been a pretty good square of wax. Now I've gotten a lot in the budget friendlies that are all dry and you could only place like 5 or 10 drills before you had to get more. And normally if I grab a square of wax like that, I will just throw it away and get another one because it's not like I don't have plenty of wax. Okay, is that all of the C's? I believe so. Wow, it has already been 27 minutes. If any of you are joining me on this canvas, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you're working on. I know, let me see. I'm going to read off some of the comments. I have only gotten a few. Margie said, I like the hamburger helper chicken fried rice. Not healthy though. I know that it's not healthy at all. But it is a little bit better than some of the other stuff that I normally fix. And as long as I can try to get chicken instead of some of the other meats and stuff, I count every little thing like that as a win. Because trying to get Josh to eat chicken, he doesn't like it that much. Because to him, it doesn't have a real good flavor, so I try to make sure that I season it real good, which doesn't help with my blood pressure. But the steaks and hamburger meat and all that does not help with his cholesterol. So it's just, I take the small wins as I can get them. Margie also said that I hear that DAC is notorious for static for some reason. Before we do space for reflections, I'm going to try the pinhole and freezer hack to see if it works. Looking forward to everyone's progress. Thanks for the chat and hugs. Thank you so much for leaving that comment. If that works, please let me know. I might start having to do that myself. Diamond Painting with Candace is working on Bluebird Song as a Chuck Pinson. And she said whenever she has static in the drill, she pours them in a dryer sheet, and then from there she'll pour them in the container or the tray, whichever is easier, and just rub them around on that. I've tried that several times, and it does work. But I switch it up so often, different ways, and I wasn't really expecting it to have that much static in it whenever I started getting it up, but it did. Um, these are what's left of some of my bags, but what I'll do is I'll pour as much as I can in the tray and then I'll tape the bag back up. Well, on this one, and I didn't start doing this until I was over halfway through kitting this up. I cut a little piece of dryer sheet on these partial bags and I stuck it in there with them before I taped it up, so hopefully these will be static free once I have to pour these in my trays. And these are all the ones that I had extra drills of. There was only one package of each drill. I don't think there was any with double bags, but I do have quite a few partial bags left. January is also saying that the DACs seem to have a lot of static issues, and it might be the way that they store their drills. That's a very good point. Anyway, that's what we have here. Let's see. I've got to pick another color and want one that I can work on for a little bit. So let's go ahead and do the V's. Phone's going crazy. Let's go ahead and do the V's, which is, let me look at my sheet over here. Did I miss it? Of course I missed it. 18. And another thing that I did while I was kitting this up, and I shouldn't have, these first ones, I filled these little itty bitty trays up way too much, so I should have just taped off those bags as well. I think that would have made it a lot less frustrating as well, because I really filled up some of these, so I've got to get them emptied out as quick as, or not as quick as possible, but need to make room in some of these that I filled up, overfilled, so I don't lose any more drills. But I've noticed this morning after they set out overnight, even the ones that had static in them before, they don't now. So maybe that's a good thing. I'm working on this little house right here. Just one of the many houses in this canvas. The bad thing about these little itty bitty trays, I am definitely going to try to get some more of the, I would say the art dot, which I want more of those anyway, and I will get more of those. But I think I also want to order some more of these trays. Just because whenever I have these on my towers up here, I can fit 3 of those in each of these sections of my tower. So I can fit more on my shelf. Whereas the art dot ones, I can only fit 2 in there. Hopefully here pretty soon I will have a solution for all that, and I will have me another shelf in here. My brother is giving me a tall, well, not in here, it'll actually go in the living room by my other desk in there. But he's given me a tall shelf like this that I keep, like the one that I keep all my trays on now. And it's one that sits on the floor and goes up, so I will have plenty of space in that one for my trays if I use it from top to bottom, but there's some spots in it that I can actually put some storage cases and just kind of put those there for ones that I have kitted up. But what's bad is as many storage cases as I have, since I've started using this tower system, I don't really use them. Except for whenever I take a diamond painting with me somewhere. Like whenever I go camping, I'm definitely taking a diamond painting with me. So I may only be able to work on this for like an hour or so a day. I'll come back over here, work on this, do a little bit of a WIP and chat while I am possibly, hopefully, to where I can get at least 1 or 2 WIP and chats out each week. So if any of y'all have listened to my other ones where I record like a voiceover on my way home from work or on my way to work, how do y'all like those videos? Are they okay, or should I stick to just only doing them whenever I have time to do the full WIP and chat at home? Let me know what you think about it. In the last video, I kind of put the video of me driving down in the corner so that y'all could see that part of it, even though there was nothing interesting going on in that part. But just let me know what you think. Let's see. How long have we been on here? 38 minutes. Trying to think of what else to tell y'all, and I might have stuff later today, but right. Oh, want to tell you about a driver last night, and don't get me wrong, I won't give the company name, I won't give any of that, but this driver came in and there was a language barrier. I will say that. Well, I'd ask him if he was in the door with his wheels chalked, disconnected, all that. Yeah. Said that he was. It's like, okay. Well, I go to break, and this was our very last live of the night. So I go to break and go to the restroom and all that, and I'm coming back, and one of the receivers is in the office telling or having Josh to call that driver and tell him that he has to unhook and chalk his tires and all that. Well, he called back and said that his tires were chalked, his landing gear was down, all of that. But apparently he did not disconnect. So the manager actually went out there and was trying to tell him, you gotta disconnect. Well, he goes and she's sitting there walking him through this step by step, telling him how he has to do that trailer, kind of trying to explain it. But with the language barrier, it's hard to do. And it was so much funnier whenever she was explaining this. But anyway, she was walking him through it step by step. And she had said, whenever I have to teach a driver how to unhook and all that from their trailer, that's not a good thing. Because he starts pulling forward. Apparently, he didn't have his landing gear up enough. And so it didn't clear the trailer. And she was yelling at him to stop, because if she wouldn't have, that trailer would have fell on the ground because he was dragging it. So finally, she tells him he's got to lift it up, and tells him that after he gets out from underneath it, she tells him, "You need to go park over there." So they got the yard driver to go ahead and finish putting that trailer in the door, because she was afraid that something was going to happen. And somebody might get hurt, something like that. So, and it was very much, and I know that it was all part of the language barrier, and sometimes we get that happens. But that was a kind of hectic time. I was watching something the other day, and Margie, I know that this is nowhere near a healthy way to eat chicken. But I was watching, I want to say it's Helen Can't Imagine is the name of the channel. I'll try to link it down in the description. I have started watching some of her videos lately, and what she does is she does cooking videos. And I actually saw her in Martha Makes Arts Live, and that's how I found her channel. Thought, I need some more cooking ideas. And she was showing how she made her fried chicken, so I actually saved that video because I really want to try that. I never can get fried chicken to turn out the way that I want it to. So we are going to try to make it her way eventually. I'll have to get all the ingredients and stuff. It won't be this week. And I thought I definitely need some new stuff to cook. So I've been watching some of her videos, and I really like the cooking videos that she does. We're getting somewhere on this. Look at that. There's going to be an AB right here. 104. Right down in here. I wonder what that's for, but we'll figure that out in a minute. Like I said, I have a very love-hate relationship with ABs. I absolutely love the way that they look, but I hate placing them. Especially on square drill paintings. And you might think that that does not make a big difference, but for me it does. because a lot of the times to place the ABs, I will use my tweezers, I will use my pencil, which is this wax pencil. And this works really good if you're doing rounds because you don't have to, you've definitely got the room in between the drills and all that. They don't have to be perfect. It works really well on rounds, but I would not recommend using it on squares because trying to snap them into the wherever you're putting them at, it doesn't work so well, and you end up pushing the wax down flatter, and it just does not work for me. So normally on squares, I use tweezers. And on my last one, I used the Dreamer Designs tip, but I still had issues with a lot of those, especially when the wax would get unsticky and I would put new wax in it. And then it wouldn't last for hardly any time at all, but I used my metal placer, single placer that was on that same pin, and it worked out a lot better. So maybe it's just the day. Maybe it'll say, hey, I'm going to work and I'm not going to pull the wax out today. And then the next time, it's going to pull the wax out on every other drill that you place. But yeah, I have a very love-hate relationship with the ABs. What else can we talk about? I am trying to think of what to talk about. She dropped the kids off this morning and they all went back to sleep. Every one of them. Well, I went in to check on them because normally whenever she brings them down, Aiden will stay awake. And he'll hear me get up. Of course, Courtney will let us know that she dropped them off and all that, and that they're in the bedroom or the playroom. But he'll hear me come out of the bedroom and he'll be like, "Hi, Nanny." So normally he stays awake. And the other two, sometimes they'll fall asleep, sometimes they won't. Most of the time, at least one of them will fall asleep, but that was whenever I only had one cot in there. Now I've got two, and now I've got two kids asleep. So I've got to get the third bed in there. I don't know if I'm going to put a third bed in there or if I'm going to put this one behind me in there and two of them can share it. Haven't really decided yet. It depends how much room I'm going to have in there. But I was thinking if I take this bed out of here, I've got my shelves in my closet that are in the hall closet that have all of my diamond paintings on them. I can actually move all of those in here so I can store all of my diamond paintings together, basically. Because right now all my premium ones are most of my premium ones are in the closet. I tend to drag some of them out and then forget to put them back in there, so it's another reason I want to move this bed out of here because it becomes a catch-all. So I'll just lay stuff on it, trying to get it out of my way. So I will probably end up moving that bed into the back room as well. Anyway, anyway, I don't have a whole lot more to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go here. Um, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and we still need a name for the trees, for the tree club. So please give me your name. I think I've gotten the Charlie Brown Tree Club, and then I've also gotten Sparkle Tree. So those are the only 2 comments I've gotten on names for it. If y'all don't mind, give me a name. What should we use? So, anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know what you think. I will see everyone next time. I do go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, so would love to have you there for that. And everyone take care. I will see you next time. Bye.